Quiet luxury style, 2027. Elegant fashion you'll wear again and again. Introduction. Welcome to Classy Vibe, where I explore timeless fashion, thoughtful style, and the elegance that never goes out of season. Today, we're talking about quiet luxury style 2027 and why I believe it's becoming more relevant than ever. I think this trend isn't just about beautiful clothes. It's about developing a wardrobe that reflects confidence without demanding attention. What I find interesting is that the most memorable style often comes from subtle choices rather than dramatic statements. The meaning of quiet luxury. I think quiet luxury is often misunderstood as simply wearing expensive clothing, but I see it very differently. In my experience, it's about selecting pieces that feel exceptional because of their craftsmanship, fit, and longevity rather than obvious branding. What I find interesting is how understated fashion often creates a stronger impression than flashy trends. The confidence comes from knowing your clothes don't need to prove their value to anyone. Why it continues to grow. Fashion trends usually come and go quickly, but I think quiet luxury has remained because it satisfies something deeper. In my experience, people eventually become tired of chasing every seasonal trend that disappears just months later. What I find interesting is that consumers are beginning to value quality over quantity more than ever before. That shift makes timeless elegance feel incredibly modern. Building a wardrobe that lasts. I believe the foundation of quiet luxury starts with buying fewer but better pieces. Instead of filling a closet with impulse purchases, I think carefully chosen garments create far more outfit possibilities. In my experience, investing in timeless essentials reduces decision fatigue every morning. A wardrobe should work for your lifestyle, not constantly compete for your attention. The importance of fabric. What I find interesting is how fabric often communicates luxury before anyone notices the design. I think natural materials like wool, cashmere, linen, silk, and high-quality cotton have a presence that's difficult to imitate. In my experience, comfortable fabrics naturally improve posture and confidence because they feel effortless to wear. Texture quietly tells a story that logos never can. Neutral colors never disappoint. Neutral colors continue to define quiet luxury for a good reason. I think shades like cream, camel, navy, charcoal, black, and soft white create endless combinations without becoming repetitive. In my experience, neutral palettes allow the quality of the garment to become the focus. They also make getting dressed feel remarkably simple. Perfect fit changes everything. I think fit matters even more than price. A moderately priced garment that fits beautifully often looks more sophisticated than an expensive piece with poor proportions. What I find interesting is how tailoring transforms ordinary clothing into something uniquely personal. Small adjustments can completely change the way someone carries themselves. can feel more luxurious. Unlike most people who believe adding more accessories creates a stronger outfit, I often find the opposite to be true. I think restraint allows individual pieces to shine without visual competition. In my experience, removing one unnecessary accessory usually improves the overall balance. Simplicity has an elegance that's difficult to manufacture. Confidence beyond trends. One reason I admire quiet luxury is because it encourages personal confidence rather than trend dependence. I think true style develops when you stop asking what's fashionable and start asking what genuinely suits you. What I find interesting is that authenticity rarely goes out of style. Fashion becomes much more enjoyable when it reflects personality instead of pressure. The role of accessories. Accessories still matter, but I think they should quietly complement an outfit rather than dominate it. In my experience, a structured leather bag, elegant shoes, or refined jewelry often complete a look without overwhelming it. What I find interesting is how thoughtful details create lasting impressions. Balance always feels more sophisticated than excess. Quality over quantity. I have learned that buying fewer pieces has actually made my wardrobe feel larger. I think every item becomes easier to combine when everything shares a similar level of quality and timelessness. In my experience, constant shopping often creates clutter rather than satisfaction. Choosing carefully is surprisingly freeing. the emotional side of dressing. Fashion isn't only about appearance, it's also about emotion. I think wearing clothing that feels comfortable and well-made influences my mood throughout the day. What I find interesting is that confidence often begins with how clothing feels rather than how it looks. The emotional connection to a garment makes it worth wearing repeatedly. Learning to ignore labels. One surprising lesson I've discovered is that visible labels rarely determine whether an outfit feels elegant. I think people notice harmony, fit, and confidence long before they recognize a brand. In my experience, the absence of logos often makes someone appear even more sophisticated. Quiet luxury shifts attention toward the person instead of the label. Fashion that ages gracefully. Unlike fast-moving trends that quickly feel outdated, timeless pieces continue to look relevant year after year. I think that's one of the greatest strengths of quiet luxury. What I find interesting is how classic tailoring often appears fresh regardless of the season. Longevity becomes a form of sustainability as well as elegance. Creating personal style. Developing personal style takes patience, and I think that's perfectly acceptable. In my experience, every thoughtful purchase teaches something about what truly works for me. What I find interesting is that mistakes often become the best fashion lessons. Style evolves naturally when we pay attention instead of rushing. surprising perspective. Here's something that surprised me over the years. Owning fewer clothes actually made me feel more creative. I think limitations encourage better styling decisions because every piece must earn its place. In my experience, endless options often create unnecessary confusion. A carefully edited wardrobe inspires confidence every single day. What about you? I'm curious about your own approach to fashion because everyone defines elegance differently. Do you prefer investing in timeless essentials, or do you enjoy experimenting with bold seasonal trends? I think both approaches have value, but understanding your lifestyle should always come first. What I find interesting is that the best wardrobes are built around real life, not social media. The future of quiet luxury. Looking ahead to 2027, I believe quiet luxury will continue evolving rather than disappearing. In my experience, people increasingly appreciate thoughtful design, responsible consumption, and enduring craftsmanship. What I find interesting is that these values become even more meaningful during times of rapid change. Timeless style always finds a way to remain relevant. A lasting philosophy. For me, quiet luxury is ultimately less about fashion and more about intention. I think every carefully selected piece reflects a mindset of patience, confidence, and appreciation for quality. In my experience, dressing well becomes much easier when I stop chasing approval and start choosing authenticity. That philosophy extends far beyond clothing. reflect on Quiet Luxury Style 2027, I'm reminded that elegance is rarely loud, yet it always leaves a lasting impression. I think building a wardrobe you'll wear again and again is one of the smartest style investments anyone can make. What about you? Which timeless piece in your closet do you find yourself reaching for the most, and why? If you enjoyed this conversation, don't forget to subscribe to Classy Vibe for more thoughtful fashion insights and timeless style inspiration.